In the 21st century, Earth is bursting at the seams. Overpopulation has pushed humanity to the edge. With no way to fix the crisis, eyes turn to Mars as our last hope. But Mars isn't ready for us. So, scientists begin terraforming it by sending moss and hardy creatures like cockroaches to pave the way. Fast forward to the year 2597, Tokyo. Two fugitives, Komachi and Nanao, are sprinting through the streets, hearts pounding, with the police hot on their trail. Just when it seems like there's no way out, a sleek, flying car drops down in front of them. Inside is Dr. Honda, calmly watching his own presentation on how dangerous the roaches on Mars have become. His assistant points out that Komachi and Nanao, now wanted for second-degree murder, are the perfect candidates for a dangerous mission. Go to Mars, exterminate the mutated cockroaches, and in return, freedom, money, and a clean slate. But there's a price. They must undergo a risky surgery. Komachi hesitates, suspicious of Honda's motives. But Nanao, fearless and determined, agrees on the spot. Komachi, unable to leave her side, reluctantly follows. 2 years later, the duo boards a spaceship named Bugs 2, heading to Mars alongside a crew of others just like them. Their journey isn't just about survival, it's redemption wrapped in danger. Komachi is challenged to a friendly spar by Jin. The match ends in a draw, but Jin brushes it off, claiming he went easy on a rookie. Then, without missing a beat, he flirts with Nanao, only to be shut down when she says Komachi saved her. Ichiro laughs, mocking the idea that this new life counts as freedom. Meanwhile, unsettling things unfold on the ship. As Lee casually snacks on bugs, Tezuka creeps up to a sleeping Maria and disturbs her by sucking her hand, leaving her shaken. She runs to Osako for comfort. As the women pass by, Toramaru and Yoshikane ogle them, prompting Asuka to call them out for being gross. As Nanao observes the group, she realizes something disturbing. They're all criminals or outcasts. Toramaru and Yoshikane are Yakuza. Asuka's a corrupt cop. Tezuka's a killer. Maria's undocumented. Osako exploits teens. Ichiro's a hacker. And Lee's a terrorist. It hits her. Maybe Honda only recruits people with no other options. Jin casually claims he's just a kickboxer, suggesting the real reason they're all here is money and desperation. Just then, Captain Dojima and Lotermina order the team to prepare for landing. When they touch down, they're stunned. Mars no longer looks red. Thanks to years of terraforming, it resembles Earth. Mina launches a chemical weapon to wipe out the mutated roaches, and Dojima splits the team to inspect the results. Asuka refuses to work with Yoshikane, calling out his Yakuza past, and requests to partner with Ichiro instead. Though offended, Yoshikane is switched out to avoid tension. Once the team heads out, Dojima secretly deploys a drone that locates Bugs 1, an old Japanese probe that vanished a decade ago. Captain Dojima checks in with Dr. Honda, showing him the rediscovered probe. Honda, thrilled by the progress, can barely contain his excitement. If this mission succeeds, he believes he'll gain the power to control the world. Out on the Martian surface, the teams begin their exploration. Jin starts to feel uneasy. There are no dead roaches anywhere, which doesn't make sense. As he and Maria push forward, they're suddenly stunned to see 3 towering humanoid creatures with clubs. They duck for cover, confused and alarmed. No one said anything about alien life. Elsewhere, Komachi and Nanao run into one of the creatures. Komachi tries to talk to it, but without warning, the creature grabs Nanao and brutally snaps her neck. It drops her lifeless body and vanishes in a blur. Moments later, Jin finds Komachi and delivers more devastating news. Asuka's been killed too. Shocked and grieving, the crew rushes back to the ship. After placing Nanao's body in the medbay, they turn to Captain Dojima, demanding answers because now they know the horrifying truth. He was hiding something all along. 500 years ago, humanity sent cockroaches to Mars to kickstart the terraforming process, but no one expected what came next. Over centuries, exposure to cosmic radiation and extreme conditions caused the roaches to evolve fast. They're no longer pests. They've become powerful humanoid monsters now known as terraformers, and they're stronger than any human. The crew is furious, betrayed and blindsided. That's when a hologram of Dr. Honda appears. Calm and cold, he reminds them they chose this mission for money. The surgeries they underwent weren't just for survival on Mars, they were genetic experiments. Each crew member was infused with insect DNA to give them superhuman abilities meant for this exact moment. War. As Honda's hologram fades, Captain Dojima steps in, explaining how to activate their powers. They need to inject a bug cell activator. The transformation is temporary, but dangerous. Overuse it, and it will kill them. He uploads the details directly to their suits, syncing it to their minds. While most of the crew is shocked and angry, Tezuka is thrilled. It sounds like a game to him. Mina demands answers, and Dojima admits he was ordered to keep everything secret. Some crew members want to abandon the mission and return to Earth, but suddenly, alarms blare. The terraformers are heading straight for the ship. Lee steps up without hesitation, volunteering to fight. He's calm, even confident, ready to use his powers not just to survive, but to one day take revenge on the government that used them. The crew watches as he walks out, knowing he's no ordinary man. In the Middle East, they called him Immortal God Lee. Outside, Lee injects himself with the serum. His body morphs, fusing with the powers of a bombardier beetle, an insect that creates explosive chemical blasts. Now part man, part beetle, he faces off with one of the roaches. The fight is brutal, blow for blow, strength for strength. But this is just the beginning. As the roaches swarm the ship, Ichiro quickly injects himself and transforms just in time. But instead of fighting, he panics and hides. Dojima steps up, holding the line alone. Wave after wave of roaches charge in, and as he battles, flashes of the past come rushing back. How Honda once saved his ruined career. After punching a superior, Dojima was nearly done for, until Honda promised him redemption in exchange for retrieving a mysterious egg from Mars. But the enemy is overwhelming. Desperate, Ichiro seals the ship, crushing several roaches in the process. He then releases the oxygen, suffocating every creature inside, including himself and Dojima, who both fall unconscious from the lack of air after a final stand. Elsewhere, Jin chats with Komachi, asking about his bond with Nanao. Komachi's mind drifts back to the day their lives changed forever. After her mother's death, Nanao was abused by her stepfather, forced into horrifying situations for money. One night, Komachi caught him beating her and stepped in, disarming the man and striking him, but the monster still claimed her as his property. In that moment of chaos, Nanao grabbed a fallen knife and stabbed him. To shield her from the consequences, Komachi took the blame, stabbing the man repeatedly to make it look like it was all his doing. Snapping back to the present, Komachi asks Jin why he joined this doomed mission. Jin's reply is heavy. He lost his only friend to illness, and with nothing left to live for, Mars was his escape. Jin injects himself and transforms into a migratory locust, the insect world's top jumper, capable of leaping nearly 90 stories high. With explosive kicks, he crushes roaches one by one. Beside him, Mina unleashes her transformation into a giant Asian mantis, slicing through enemies with her razor-sharp limbs. Together, they wipe out the last of the attackers until the dust settles, revealing something shocking: a massive pyramid nearby. Far away, a lone cockroach watches the scene unfold, eerily calm. Then it does the unthinkable. It speaks. Pulling out a phone, it contacts Honda and reports that everything is going according to plan. Honda warns it to steer clear of Komachi if he transforms, since his powers are especially dangerous. After the call, the roach enters the ship, restores the oxygen, and points a gun at Dojima, calling him Captain with a twisted grin. Dojima demands answers, but the creature splits open to reveal something horrifying: a mutated Asuka. She's become an emerald cockroach wasp, an insect whose venom allows her to control roaches' minds. Right before she was killed earlier, she used that power to turn the creatures on each other, and now she reveals the truth. Both she and Ichiro have secretly been working for Honda all along. Without hesitation, Asuka kills Dojima, then revives Ichiro by splashing him with water. His mutation comes from the sleeping chironomid, a bug that can enter a death-like stasis and come back to life when rehydrated. Once awake, Ichiro joins Asuka as they check on their true mission: the egg of a second-generation terraformer. As Ichiro starts reactivating the ship, something strange happens. Nanao's body continues to release strange white threads. Meanwhile, Komachi and the rest of the team spot Bugs 2 powering up, just as a drone reveals itself, controlled by none other than Honda. Smug and calculating, Honda thanks them for the battle data and drops a bombshell. Ichiro sabotaged the ship. He also confirms Dojima is dead and reveals the pod from Bugs 1 did return to Earth, bringing back a roach head that started it all. Defense system stops the bullet, and his robotic spider ends her life. Aboard the ship, Ichiro vows to bring justice to everyone responsible. Komachi, heartbroken yet determined, promises to build graves for the fallen and one day return to Mars. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe.